Hi. Um, Not much new to report today. Still haven't heard from him, so it's been, I guess like a week and a half since I heard from him last. And let's see, went and did the grocery shopping for Thanksgiving and got a lot of the stuff for like my holiday baking. Picked up a couple of gift cards for Black Friday because I got extra fuel points with that. And I had to fill up my car. So my spending was okay. It was more than I wanted, but putting into account all the things I did get for like the next month, I think it was okay. And then I've just been like really tired today, just like so tired, and just not wanting to do anything. And even at the grocery store, I'm like, what is wrong with me today? I just felt really like anxious and so scatterbrained. I kept having to go back to aisles like multiple times. And as I was walking down aisles, I'm like, what is wrong with me? And just all day, just have felt off. But I made a lovely pot roast with leftovers for at least 2 or 3 more meals. It was delicious. And then I baked off the rest of my pumpkin cookie dough that I had saved. And did what my brother suggested because it originally called for like a drizzle of the maple glaze. And he's like, no, you should dip the whole top in it. So I did that this time and I tried one. I'm like, and it tastes like a donut. It was crazy. So I have a whole plate full of those. I have a turkey my niece is supposed to pick up at some point, and I was going to get my turkey brined, but I'm like, well, I need her to pick up her turkey, so I have room to brine mine and put it in there. So I did pull it out for a little bit to defrost a little more, so I can brine it tomorrow, hopefully, if she picks it up. And then, like, me and her talked about doing some stuff, and, I had talked with 2 of my nieces about going through my Christmas stuff and like them helping me decorate. I know that's kind of all changed, and now I feel like that's just gonna be me doing it all. It's that thing that I'm starting to feel like a burden on everyone again. So that kind of sucks. I did join a couple more groups on Facebook of I think mostly women. I think at least one of them is mostly women or only women. But just like people looking for friends. So now I'm in like 2 or 3 groups like that. And a lot of people seem to be in very similar situations as me. Recently divorced, living alone for the first time, no friends. So, or there's lots of women that like the only person they have is their husband. Like that was me. So it does seem like a pretty common issue, which makes me feel a little bit better about it, I guess. So yeah, just not a whole lot. I've been telling myself I just want a day to just like lounge around and watch a movie or something. And it's been kind of like raining on and off today. So we've just been, binging Stranger Things. And, I got my few things done, got all my normal chores done, and yeah, the groceries. It sure seemed like I bought a lot of stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Stuff for Thanksgiving, extra stuff just for the house, stuff for Christmas baking, which I bake a lot of stuff for Christmas. I didn't last year because last year was really rough. Leading up to Christmas last year, I was pretty much sick for a month. I had fallen and hurt my knee, and I was wearing a knee brace, and my husband at the time I felt like I had no help. We had an extra dog that was his parents' dog because they were out of the country, so and the responsibility of that was pretty much entirely on me. And that little dog, like, I became that dog's favorite person. She would sit underneath my work chair when I was working, and she would just follow me around the house. A cute little, an old little pug. But I took like complete care of her, and it was just a hard time last year. We had I can't even remember exactly what the fight was about, but we had this really big fight. Like right after Thanksgiving. It was all just a really rough time. Last year was really, really rough year. So this year I'm like determined to do all my traditional baking. It's gonna kind of be like our last regular kind of Christmas before people move away, and yeah. So I want to try and make it, because last year I went to Costco the morning of Christmas Eve and bought one of their big cookie trays, and I put it, because I have this big beautiful like old tin from Germany that I put all my cookies in every year. And so I took all those cookies and put them in that tin, and my brother instantly clocked it. He looks at him and goes, these aren't right. These don't look the same. Yeah, give me a break. I made like one or two things last year. And normally it's, oh my gosh, I make so much stuff, because I make sure, it all started because one year when my nieces were really little, one year they didn't have cookies for Santa. And I'm like, that will never happen again. And it was starting from there that I made every cookie, like, and I always make sure to ask my nieces, like, what is your favorite one? What's the one that you need to have for Christmas? So I make sure no matter what, that was because it was all always for them. So yeah, making sure to get everyone's favorites, and just, which I keep telling myself I need to get started. I haven't made a single one, excuse me. So maybe it has to be after Thanksgiving. Make some cookie doughs, and I did buy all the stuff. And chocolate chips were finally on sale, so I stocked up on those too. So yeah, that's all. Did a little more cleanup in the yard. We're supposed to have snow come in tonight. So I did like another poo pickup in the yard and picked up all their toys just in case. And I had a couple other things out there to put away, and then finally put the barbecue cover on the barbecue. I haven't used it for weeks anyways. And it's actually a pretty decent little barbecue cover. And we never covered our old one. So I'm hoping by covering it, I increase the life of it. I have my little fire pit covered too, hoping to increase the life of it. Because, the other two I guess the barbecue is about 5 years old. I don't know how long they're supposed to last, but anywho, pretty quiet day. It was just nice just hanging out, and a yummy home-cooked meal and some yummy cookies and just watching a show. I know I should have taken the dogs for a walk, but it's just like we would have been caught in the rain. They don't like being in the rain. And I was just not feel like just so drained. I'm like, what is wrong? Still, I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to get sick or something. Sorry. Lucy's outside barking, so F is barking. So I'll wrap it up. And I'll talk talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.